Today we're making the most outrageous burger I've ever made using Japanese A5 Wagyu beef. This thing's ridiculous. And what is potentially the most ridiculous thing I have made in quite a long time. We're gonna make a burger today, but it's a little bit different because we're using A5 Japanese Wagyu beef. This is straight from Japan. It's from our friends at Crowd Cow. And as I'm looking at it, I'm learning what A5 actually means. If you think of USDA Prime, on the scale of like 1 to 12, USDA Prime steaks, whatever it might be, is a 4 or a 5. A5 Japanese Wagyu is at least an 8. So it's at least 3 points, or at least 4 points higher than what is traditionally considered to be, one of the best cuts that you can potentially get. So we're using A5 ground beef from Japan, from Crowd Cow, and we're gonna be making burgers with it. Let's see how this goes. And this is not a sponsored video in any way. I have just been using Crowd Cow amongst other sources, meat delivery and fish, seafood delivery during this quarantine. So this is just something that I've found, but no, not sponsored. Going to give you my honest opinion on how this turns out. So I got a pound of this Wagyu beef here, and it's really interesting. They say you have to defrost it in the fridge because if you put this on the countertop, the fat will actually melt before the beef is even defrosted. So this has been sitting out for about 30, it's been defrosted in the fridge for 2 days, and it's been sitting out for about 30 minutes. And so this is 1 pound. I'm gonna try to make, 1/3 of a pound burger. So cool. So I got 3 1/3 pound burgers. You can make these smaller if you wanted to do maybe more of a smash burger or double it up. But what we're gonna do, we're just gonna pound this out. I don't wanna overwork it too much. I just want to flatten it. And it feels springy, if that makes sense. And I'm wondering if I'm guessing that's what the additional fat. And I'm not wanting to make these smash burgers. I don't want to cook it at a super high temp. I'm actually going to cook these a little bit lower than what I typically do, maybe around the 450 degree mark on the cast iron. So right now we're just going to thin these out a little bit, make them a little bit uniform-ish, just so they fit in the bun. So I'm using the Killer Hogs AP rub. It's not overpowering, pretty straightforward. Salt, pepper, and a couple other things. We're gonna give these burgers a little shake. And we're gonna hit the other side once we throw these down. Cool. So these things are good, ready to go on the grill. We're gonna pop open the Joe here and throw these on the cast iron grate. So we're right at the 300 degree mark on the grill here. Because we're only cooking on half of the grill, because the fire's only on under this 1/2 moon grate here, the temperature's actually going to be a little bit higher right here as opposed to up on the dialer. So we're right where we want it to be. If you were using like any sort of grill that you could control the temperature, I would say maybe around the 450 degree mark ish is what you're aiming for. And then we're going to throw the onions on, and then it shouldn't take more than just a few minutes. First things first, we're going to throw some butter on. We probably don't need it considering all the fat that's in that burger, but butter has rarely not worked out. Awesome, let's put these burgers on. We did the season side down, so now we're gonna hit this back side with a little seasoning. And we're gonna give these a few minutes. We're gonna close it up and check back in about 2 minutes or so. All right, let's see how these things are doing. Coming along nice. I want to move them down a little bit to make room for my onions. So I'm just gonna carefully shift these down just a little bit. And then we're gonna put some of these onions on the flat top there, in that butter, in that juice. Let these start cooking down because we're going to top these burgers with the onions once we're done. Gonna leave these for another few minutes and then we'll check back. Okay, been 3 minutes. Let's check them out. Nice. Got those onions doing good. You can see the juices are kind of running out the top there, run down the side. That's what tells me I need to flip them. So let's loosen a little bit. There we go. Nice. That's what I'm looking for. So right now, I'm going to throw a little bit of cheese on. The cheese is separating on me. Gonna leave these for another minute or so. Those onions are looking good. Give them a little toss. We're almost there. Okay, been about 2 minutes now. That cheese is melting real nice. What I'm gonna do here is I'm actually gonna move these onto the indirect side. Let them finish off there. I'm gonna take these buns, these brioche buns. I'm gonna let these toast up for just a minute here. These won't take long, I just want a little color on them. How good do those onions look, right? Just perfect. I don't want to caramelize them, I don't want them to be like onion jam. Just want a little color and some taste on them. Okay. Looks good to me. Don't want them super crispy, just a little color like that. Awesome, got some buns down, got a little mayonnaise and pickles, super simple, nothing crazy today. We're gonna pull these burgers off. Burger one. Burger two. We're gonna top with the onions. How good does that look? Those onions, that cheese, the pickles, the awesome Wagyu beef. We're gonna top it. Now it's time to taste. Okay, these things smell incredible. They look awesome. That crust is really incredible. Got those brioche buns all nice and toasted. So let's cut into this and see how we did. Beautiful little burger. You can tell that that it shrunk down. There's a lot of fat in there, and so it did kind of compress a little bit. I was expecting them to be a little bit bigger. But you got the cheese, you got the mayo, you got the pickles. Let's give it a test. It tastes like eating a steak. It has that steak flavor, super beefy. Not as fatty as I was expecting. I was kind of worried that this would be just like greasy, overpowering, you wouldn't be able to taste anything. But that beef is just incredible, man. Onions are awesome. Pickle, nice little bite there in the end. Man, you might not even need that mayo, it's so juicy. This is a fun experiment. This is, I'm really happy that Crowd Cow and other people offer this sort of thing. This is normally something that you would never be able to buy anywhere in the store. And it wasn't, like I say, A5 Wagyu from Japan. It really wasn't all that expensive, especially for, you know, maybe a date night, a casual date night, something like that. Definitely give them a look. But, you know, this has been a fun cook, super quick. This is probably maybe about 25 minutes or so total cook time. And, you know, we appreciate you tuning in. Thanks again for watching with us, for cooking with us, for recommending things, for asking for recipes. And definitely, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button. If you're not subscribed yet, be sure to hit the subscribe button so you know when we come out with new episodes. And again, as always, comment with what you want to see me cook in the next few episodes. So until then, it's been KamadoMax. Thanks again.